I guess all that to say, I'm not in a rush to get into the new house. I just, like you said, want to enjoy the process. Did your parents buy the lot? Oh, this is a very common question. Let's talk about the juxtaposition of the lots. So this question specifically is, did your parents get the lot by you?
Yes.
Yes. Another one that's similar to that is, how does Laurie feel about all this? And I don't think it's clear that we're all literally a stone's throw away from each other now. We will be.
This isn't really going to be any different as far as like distance away from everybody. We're going to be even closer to Rachel's parents, but I mean by a block.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids will be able to walk there rather than a 2-minute golf cart ride.
Right.
And as far as like them being right next door to Laurie, that's not going to make any difference.
So we have Laurie's house. My parents bought 3 lots that are directly next to Laurie's house, but they will have a beautiful view of the lake. The main channel is what it's called, where all the main action is. The boats come up and down the lake. That's where their property is, and it's up on a bluff where you can see the lake. You can also see the tee box of one of the beautiful holes of the golf course. So they can look this way and see the water, they can look this way and see people golfing, and they have a lot of land that they're going to be building their home on. They're not gonna have the crazy driveway that they have currently.
Thank the Lord.
They're not gonna have the maintenance of the dock situation.
It is sad because we sold our boat, which we co-owned with Rachel's parents, Dennis Barton. But again, it was just a hot market to sell our boat. So it just made a lot more sense financially. But yeah, Rachel's parents sold the dock, sold their boats, sold the jet ski, basically everything on the water sold. And there's just a ton of maintenance and expense that goes with living on the water. So you just don't find a lot of retirees. I mean, yeah, there's retirees that live on the water and take care of all their own stuff, but there's not a ton. So it's just a heck of a lot less maintenance and expense to live off the water. And if we still have the option, like we live in a neighborhood that has what's called a marina, so we can just rent a slip at the marina and put our own boat there if we want to. Or there's even a boat club that we can join where we pretty much just have access to a boat they have, multiple different types of boats and stuff where we can just take it out when we want. And so you just pay a flat fee monthly. So we could do that route as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's cool because even if you travel to Florida or Utah or wherever, you can, it's a nationwide boat club. So you're paying to basically wherever you are have a boat. So yeah, it's going to be a good situation for everybody. And of course it's a little bit sad because it's the end of an era of being on the water, but honestly it's the best for everybody involved. We will have fun no matter what. We're not gonna be a drag from now on because we're not out on the boat all the time. We'll find fun.
I mean, we have the RV. For me, I actually enjoyed the RV more than I did the boat.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, think about it.
I mean, we used it way more.
Exactly. Well, and having 3 little kids, when you're on the boat, what are your 3 little kids gonna do? Yeah, I mean, you can anchor and you can swim. You're trapped on a boat. Mm-hmm. When you're camping, I mean, you're exploring new cities, new places. You're going to the zoo. You're going to the water park. You're
hiking.
You're having a campfire when you get back, doing s'mores.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a great point.
I would rather spend my childhood in an RV than on a boat.
Yeah, and the boat, we can sleep on it and we could cove out and whatever, but we talked about doing that multiple times and we're like, that sounds horrible. We're stuck on, it's like going RVing, but you're stuck inside the RV unless you swim. Mm-hmm. That doesn't sound good. Okay, this is a good question. Does Brad care about any design aesthetics? What's Brad's role in the new house?
I really only care that we have large garages and that we stick close to our budget.
That's it.
So my role is to keep us on budget.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You don't feel like you have any other role in the home whatsoever.
I mean, I'm here for you to bounce your ideas off of, but I give you full control.
Okay.
I'll be happy in whatever.
Here's what is commonly, this is a very common misconception. So when we're talking about our home, let me just give you an example of something. I was pretty much like, let's do a basement. Whose idea was it to not do a basement?
Doug?
No.
Our builder?
No. It was your idea before Doug even brought it up. Remember? You were like, what if we didn't do a basement and we did a thing above the garage? Like, do you not even remember that was your idea?
I mean, probably.
That was 100% your idea.
Okay.
And then you had to bring me around on it.
Yeah.
And you did.
Yeah.
Okay. There's more. It was your idea to have 2 dishwashers.
That's true.
It was your idea to have 2 washer and dryers.
That's true too.
Okay. It was your idea to have a large, like 4-car garage. Not only that, but it was your idea to split it into 2.
That's true.
Which completely changes the aesthetic of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Having like garages on either side.
Yeah.
I could go on and on. Major decisions that we make in our lives are you thinking outside the box and having to like bring me around on it.
There's other stuff besides.
Yes, there's major things. This house, the fact that we purchased this house was your idea.
No, that was your idea.
Absolutely not.
I didn't want this house.
Are you kidding me?
I was happy in your parents' basement.
Oh, stop.
This was the best financial decision that we've ever made.
It was your idea. I remember the day that you came to me and you were like, hey, there's this house that just came on the market. It's right up the street. We might as well go look at it.
Yeah, that was me that did that?
Yes. It was you. It was you that turned the ship from building a house to
That's true.
Purchasing something in the neighborhood instead.
Yeah.
That was you. Mm-hmm. It was you. I had not even looked. I was none the wiser to what was on the market in our neighborhood until you like were looking at work or whatever, brought this house up, showed it to me, we came and looked at it. I was sold.
Yeah.
The whole fact that we're in this home is your call.
I didn't even realize that.
Major decisions that we make as a couple are sparked by your ingenuity and your thinking outside the box. Because I get pretty honed in on like an idea and you help me think outside that.
I think we're a really great team, honey.
I think so too.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. I just want you to have more credit in this house thing because big things that are coming to play in this home are because of you. The fact that we purchased the lot that we did and then the one that was on one side of it fell through and you brought up the other one. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Really?
Yes. You don't give yourself enough credit. You were the one that was like, well, actually 999 might be better. And then we started looking at it, talking through the benefits of it. And it was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness this lot fell through because look at this one.
That's true. That ended up, I think that was a God thing.
I think so too. That was like off our radar because it was so,
yeah, it was
whatever.
Not a great lot.
No.
But it ended up being perfect.
It ended up being perfect and cheaper and better in the long run. So all of those things are how you are very much making your presence known.
This is a great
home.
video. I didn't even realize all that stuff.
I wish you did because there's so many things in our lives that are happening now because you put them in motion.
All right. Next question. What do we got? This is great. Let's keep going.
Someone said, can I have them? Especially Eloise.
Of our kids? Sure.
I mean, like...
For like 3 hours.
All of them? Here's a good one. This is from Colleen. Will you have indoor plumbing or will you continue to force your children to poop outside?
That's hilarious. We will... If it fits the budget...
I'm trying to go green.
Yeah, if it fits the budget.
Where are your parents going to stay if they sell as quickly?
This is pretty awesome.
No doubt they will.
We almost went in halvesies on a barn-dominium, is that what you would call it?
Yes.
A garage that looks like a house. So the neighborhood that we live in, they're pretty stringent about like what gets built and aesthetics, which is awesome because it keeps the value of the neighborhood up. But Dennis and Barb are going to build a storage facility for their RV that they're going to live in while their house is being built. How fast it gets built, we'll see. Their builder is saying 4 to 5 months. Actually, our builder told her parents that, which is probably pretty accurate. So, yeah, they're building a storage facility that they're going to live in, and they'll just keep it, and that's where they'll keep their RV.
Yeah.
So currently, there's a storage facility. Rachel's dad owns his own business. He's got 3 buildings that are all together. One of them is this 6,000 square foot storage facility that we're moving into that houses our RVs. Well, her dad is going to sell the company, you know, who knows? Who knows when it's going to be. But sometime. And so he's going to sell the storage facility as well. So we kind of need a backup plan of where we're going to store our RV. And them too. And so it just makes sense that this is what they're going to do.
Yeah, for sure. And that's going to be something that they would like to do regardless of whether we're involved or not. So
Right.
that was kind of...
Like they probably would have made it a little bit bigger if we were involved. But I kind of decided...
There's another one.
Yeah. Well, no, it was about the garage.
What do you mean?
Like I decided that we didn't want to be in with them with the storage facility.
Right. That was your...
Because I would rather have our RV in our own garage.
That was another thing that I never would have thought of on my own. I kind of had it in my mind that we were going to build our house, my parents were going to build their house, and we were going to go in together on this storage facility. And that's where we would keep our RV. It never even crossed my mind that financially it might make more sense for us to build our house in a way, or our garage in a way, that we can store our RV and not invest in half of a giant building just to store our RV. So literally just this week, Brad brings it up to me. He's like, it doesn't really make sense for us to do this. And that's honestly something that hadn't even crossed my mind. So once again, a major, major life decision that you redirected into something better.
I guess we'll see. And it goes back to, you just can't have too much garage. And doing a ranch style house, you just don't have storage. So it's like a garage that's big enough for your RV. If you don't have an RV, you just use it as storage.
Or you could use it, you know, it freezes here in the wintertime, and so you either have to winterize your boat, or you can take your boat out and store it.
Boat storage too.
Yeah, so it could be a boat. It could be a place for a boat, a tall boat, a center console boat. You know, there's a lot of different things you could use it for besides just storage too.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's a smart move to make that part of our floor plan or garage space or whatever. But
Right. Well, so our architect already sent us like a preview, or like the first floor plan, and I believe they were 26. The garage was 26 foot deep. Our travel trailer is 30 foot, so it really doesn't have to be that much bigger.
No.
So it's not that big of a modification.
Would you say it's only like that one stall that you'll want deeper, or would you want the whole thing deeper?
No, the whole thing. I think it would look way more normal.
Yeah.
And I can park my truck on the other side,
Right.
so that'd be nice. Really?
We only have part of the questions answered. You'll have to let us know if you prefer a longer video, or if you would rather have smaller, more easily digestible videos.
I vote smaller, easily.
Easily digestible? Okay. Yeah. Well, I think maybe longer I would prefer. Because I would like to, a video like this I would put on during nap time and full laundry, and I would like for it to be just...
Yeah, it's more like a podcast.
Yeah, so let us know what you prefer, because honestly, you guys are the conductor, and we will, I mean, we're going to talk about things that we love and what we want to talk about, but in terms of video length, let us know.
All right.
Okay, thumbs up, subscribe, hit smash it.